guys, so what we have here is not a failure to communicate. We have here either the next Geek Gear box or the next World of Wizardry box. I haven't opened it yet. I can feel that the flap actually didn't get sealed on this. It's still open and stuck to the bag. So I wanted to wait to open the whole thing on camera because I don't think I'll be able to avoid spoilers if I just open it. Anyway, you know what I'm trying to say. Coffee hasn't really kicked in yet. So this is either the Geek Gear or the World of Wizardry box. And a quick glance in there as I'm cutting the bag open shows me a black box with Harry Potter glasses. So this is the World of Wizardry box. So let's go ahead and pull this out. So this is the Harry Potter box that's offered by Geek Gear. If you're interested in a Harry Potter box, this one has been quite enjoyable for me. I do like the fact that you can either choose a specific house for when they have house-specific items, or you can opt for the random house. I always hate saying that because it's the name of a publisher, but you can opt to not be affiliated with a specific house, and that means that when they do a house-specific item in the box, it's just kind of a random draw. You might end up with any one of the houses. So if you are a Harry Potter fan in general and just kind of like having a bunch of stuff from Harry Potter, then that might be an option for you. So just bear that in mind. The link is down below. Take a look. So yeah, so as I'm unback, one of the things that I love about this box is the fact that it does come from the UK, and they do wrap it in a bag, so it's not just the box itself, and that helps to keep things intact and everything inside, which is a really good thing, because one of the issues that they've been having with their boxes lately, at least the ones that I've been receiving, is that the seal isn't holding very well. So Geek Gear, if you're watching this, just be aware that this has become a problem. I'm getting more than one box, both the Geek Gear and the World of Wizardry, that are having this problem where it doesn't seal. I can feel that it's sticky, but for whatever reason it's just not holding, and so somewhere along the line it came loose and attached itself to the bag, and now it's all connected. So I don't actually need to pull the tab open to open it because it's not actually closed. So anyway, let's take a look. So it's a red tissue, which means that if there are any house-themed items in here, it is probably going to be Gryffindor related. And that's how I know I am a part of the random house pull. And so when I do receive the box, the tissue color inside tells me that if there is any house-related items in there, that's the house that it'll be affiliated with. So since it's red tissue, this time it's going to be Gryffindor. Let's take a look and see if we actually have any Gryffindor related items. So the first thing that we see is a plushie, and it's really cute. So I think this is actually supposed to be Hermione. Her hair is a little bit lighter than I would have anticipated, so maybe I'm wrong, I don't know. But I think this is supposed to be Hermione. And there she is. She's got her little scarf. She's kind of cute. Her hair is actually like one piece of fabric, but it's sewn on so that it's floofy. It's not like just straight down, it's actually got some floof. That's actually really cute. So we have a plushie. And we have a t-shirt. It is a purple shirt, but it's got that kind of heathering on the background. It is an elf shirt, a house elf shirt. I'm not really crazy about the shirt this time around. It's cute, but I don't know if it's necessarily something that I would wear. I do like the color. I like the purple on it, but I'm not really crazy about the print. So that might end up going in my donation pile. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. All right, next up we have a Geek Gear exclusive. And I see Gryffindor. So I'm assuming this is the house-related item. And it looks like it might be a crest of some kind. Let's take a look. It is a poster, but it feels like it is not a flimsy paper poster, but something that's got a little bit more weight to it. Let me see if I can get it out of this tube. without damaging it. So yes, it is their crest. So it is on like a heavy almost like a cardstock. Not quite cardstock, obviously, because it's rolled up, but it is a very thick piece of poster paper. That's not a flimsy poster, and it is the crest for Gryffindor. So that's kind of neat. It's definitely sturdy enough that, you know, framing it might be a possibility. And if you are a person or a household where you might get more than one box of these, if you've got different crests or different houses, that might be a cool art piece in the home, or for special occasion like a birthday, like a Harry Potter themed birthday or something like that. That would be a really cool display. Let's see if I can get this actually back in its thing. I don't think that's gonna happen. Alright, forget it. I can only get it half on, and that kind of defeats the purpose of protecting it, but whatever, I'm tired of fighting with it. So, next we have a, what is this? It's in a custom box, so it is something for Geek Gear specifically. And it looks like it is a stamp or seal. Oh, this is kind of cool. Mine's a little banged up, but it's a goblet. It's a chalice. How neat. And it looks like this is actually Hufflepuff on this one, because that looks like the badger. I'll have to double check the spoiler card and see, but mine's got a little bit of a mark up by the lip, but it's actually kind of weighty. It feels like it almost might be like pewter or pewter inspired, and this is actually really cool. I mean, I guess you could use it as a shot glass if you really wanted to. I'm not sure I would necessarily drink out of whatever this is made out of, but that's really, really neat. I like that. I like that a lot. So maybe I got a mixed house thing? Unless everybody got that. We'll see. Alright, next up we have an advertisement for their newest box, which is for pins only. And here's a code if you want to go shopping in their shop for past items. There you go. We have the spoiler booklet, which we'll look at in a second. They have gotten into the pins game and have started making their own custom pins. And this time around we got a Professor McGonagall. And this one is definitely the classic one because of her green robe, which I can see very clearly. So unlike some of the other pins where I couldn't really tell if I'd gotten the special one or not, this one is very clear and distinctive. So this is definitely the classic version of Professor McGonagall. And then here are the three different options. So the silver and the gold are very distinctively different than the classic. So yay! I like that. And then the last item in here is, oh no, just kidding, there's two more items in here. The first is a print. L is for Luna. You're just as sane as I am. This is really cool. I like this. It is, and it has a certificate of authenticity. Hand signed by artist Paul Tanner and is guaranteed to be authentic. So here is the signature. And I actually love Luna Lovegood. She is definitely one of my favorite characters, and so I think that this is absolutely delightful. I like that quite a bit. And for realsies, the last item in here is wedged in. Usually I can pull up on the tissue and it pulls up the item, and this time it is not doing that. Alright, so it is a print that is wedged into the bottom of the box. Geek Gear, you're killing me. I'm actually going to have to take the box apart to get this out. Alright, there we go. Ugh. Alright, so thankfully they've taken the habit of bagging and boarding their prints, especially now that they're exclusive, because that helped protect that from being wedged into the bottom of the box. But here is the print. It is an exclusive to the box, and it's really, really cool. It's kind of a woodland image of the Patronus. So you kind of have that, but if you take a look really close, you can see Harry in the middle there, who is casting the spell. And then of course the stag, and then as you pull out, you've got like the woodland background. So that's really, really cool. I like that a lot. Yay. Alright. So those are all of the items in the World of Wizardry box this time around. Let's take a look and see. So the replica Helga's cup, which I don't actually remember. Helga's cup is a magical item created by one of the founders of a famous school of witchcraft and wizardry. It is a small cup with 2 thin handles with an engraved badger on each side. It's a display item only, so don't use it for your drinks. I don't remember this, so clearly I need to read the Harry Potter books again, the series, because I don't remember that. Anyway, here is our elf shirt, Free Elf, and it was designed by Risa Rodit. So there you go. We have the licensed house poster. So again, all the different ones that you could have gotten depending on what you signed up for, or one of those that you would have gotten if you were on the random. So again, we got Gryffindor. And then here is the signed print again of Luna Lovegood. And World of Wizardry plushie. So maybe it's not specifically supposed to be Hermione. It doesn't say, but that might be because it's not a licensed product, so maybe that's it. I don't know. The Stag Patronus print had 2 versions. There was a colored version and a black and white. And the monocolored is limited to 1,000. So if you got one of those, you got a limited. But, you know, honestly, I really like the colored one, so I'm happy I got that, so yay. And then, of course, we have the enamel pin, and there is no doubt this time around that I got the classic version, which I'm okay with because I like it just fine. Alright, so next month's box hint, folks. An exclusive licensed product relating to Hogwarts Express. So if you like trains, and if you like the Hogwarts Express, or if you like Harry Potter, go sign up for this box. And that way you will get it next month. And we'll see whether or not this seal holds. So, as always, I really like the World of Wizardry box. I get both this one and the Loot Crate version, and while both are good for whatever reason, I tend to prefer the Geek Gear one more. Something about the items in them, and I think that the ability to choose a random house is kind of what keeps me intrigued with this particular box, and I enjoyed it as always. So let me know what you thought about it, and definitely go check out the link if this is something that you're interested in. And as I mentioned in a previous video about store merchandise, if you are looking to enhance your geek items but don't necessarily have the budget to subscribe to a regular box, one of the things that you could certainly do is keep an eye out on their merchandise stores, and that gives you the ability in a lot of cases to purchase single items from past boxes that you wouldn't want to add to your collection without necessarily having to commit to an actual subscription box. So that might be an idea to think about and definitely check out through the links below. So we will see you next time for more magical Harry Potter, and apparently we're going to take a ride on the Hogwarts Express next time. So we'll see you then. Bye!